There are many different ways to enjoy the splendor of Thailand's Andaman Sea, but this would have to be one of the best. So jump on board and I'll show you what luxury cruising is all about. There's no doubt that Thailand's Andaman Sea is one of the most beautiful places in the world to go cruising. But I've actually set out into these waters with a purpose. In fact, I've joined the team from Wahoo, one of the top game fishing groups in the region. And I'm going to try my luck to reel a few big ones in. There are many ways to enjoy the waters of Thailand's south, but I have to admit, I was spoiled having the chance to go cruising and fishing with Wahoo on two of the company's most luxurious charter boats. The team at Wahoo has more than 20 years of experience fishing out of their home base in Phuket. Named after the Wahoo fish, climb aboard with this crew and you'll have a good chance of reeling in some of the biggest catches in the Andaman Sea, like sailfish and marlin. Or if you'd rather just explore the islands in style, you can let others do the real work while you do nothing much at all. Wahoo's newly launched flagship, Real Blue, is a brand new G2 Riviera 47 and is perhaps the finest game fishing boat in Asia. No expense has been spared in outfitting this vessel with the very best in comfort and deep sea equipment. Or if you just want a liveaboard luxury holiday, take a journey on Splendor. This is a brand new Maritimo 48 Sky Lounge luxury cruising motor yacht. It has been custom designed, is luxury on the waves, and has a top speed of 30 knots.
Fantastic! The water's great.
It was time to explore the islands.
Now, if you do get tired of reeling in all those fish, the great thing about the Andaman Sea is it's also home to scores of tiny islands like this one. And quite often, you'll be the only person there. Now, this island is known as Kot Rock, and it's a wonderful spot for snorkeling. There are some fantastic clusters of brain coral just offshore here and some wonderful fish. So let's go check it out.
The next day, I was on board Real Blue to see if I could catch our next meal.
Okay, you go forward, you pull back, right?
Yeah.
Then you ride the way down, go over like this. When you come to the bottom, you stop, and then you pull back.
Okay.
Right, you keep going all the way.
All right. How's it looking, Joe?
Yeah, good now. You go faster now.
Faster. Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's not bad. Woo! So what is that?
Yeah, this one is we call it a little tuna.
It's a little tuna. There you go. Do we keep that one or we throw it back?
For bed.
There you go. There's lunch.
Well, this is Joe. He's senior deckhand with Wahoo and he's been taking really good care of us on this trip. Thank you, Joe. You're a good cook.
I always cook.
And a good fisherman as well.
You.
Now, what's the biggest fish you've caught out here?
We caught marlin, a lot
Yeah.
of marlin in this season, about 600-700 pounds.
600 or 700 pounds, wow. And marlin, is that the one with a really pointy
Yeah, the one
pointy
with
spike
the bill.
on the nose, on the bill?
Yep.
The next day we ventured to the nearby famous Maya Beach, the location for the movie The Beach.
there's worse places to be and worse things to be doing, yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about Wahoo?
Wahoo as a company has been in Phuket now for anywhere up to about 20 years in various names and guises. The current owners took hold of it 2.5 years ago, and we've been developing it and growing it ever since. We've added obviously the boat that we're on today. In fact, both of the boats that we're on today we've added in the last 2 years.
And tell me a little bit about this one, Splendor.
This one was bought purely as a party and a sort of entertaining boat. Obviously it's kitted out with some fishing equipment just because that's part of what we do. Mainly to go and catch some tuna, fish some fresh sashimi and those sorts of things. This boat was delivered in December, so it's only about sort of 5 or 6 months old.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? Now, I didn't have much luck on this trip catching a really big fish. I think I got one about that big. But you've caught some pretty big ones, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. The biggest one we've caught on Real Blue over there is between 800 and 900 pound black marlin.
Wow.
Again, that was tagged and released, so it's all part of the ecology side that we do.
And I believe that Wahoo has a record for sailfish as well.
Yep, we've got the record in Phuket for the most number of sailfish tagged and released. That's something that we're quite big on. The crew are actually incentivized to tag and release the fish, so that there's no worry of them being brought on the boat. Obviously, we'll try and get a picture of the fish for the customer. We'll put a tag in it and send that information off to America, and then the person gets a certificate saying that they've caught it.
Now, go on. How long did it take you to reel that one in?
The big fish,
Yeah.
it was actually a customer who wound it in. I think that one took about an hour.
Wow, gosh. And you got a 600-pounder
Yep,
yourself.
just at the end of February, coming back from the Andaman Islands. We were halfway between Phuket and the Andaman Islands, so it's about 300 miles from here. And old Joe over there put a lure in, and 20 minutes later I was woken up out of the bunk going, there's a big fish on. And it was a sort of between 500 and 600 pound black marlin.
Oh, that's incredible.
I mean, it was about as long as this boat is wide, to give you an idea of the size of it. So.
And have you ever caught a fish that somebody else has caught and tagged?
Unfortunately not yet. It's not deterred us from carrying on tagging, but it is quite a significant fact that we've tagged that many fish and none of them have been caught again. And we haven't heard from America that any of the fish that we've caught have been caught anywhere else. So
well, I hope you do have a lucky day out there and you do find one of them.
Yeah, well, we'll probably find one that's got about 5 or 6 tags in it. I reckon they go around and swap them all with each other, you know?
Yes. Well, it's been a fantastic couple of days out here.
No, it's been an enjoyable few days, you know, going to some places that I haven't been to for a while. So.
Absolutely. Well, I can testify, if you want to have a really amazing experience on a luxurious boat, whether it's fishing or just lying around doing nothing, like I've been doing, then check out Wahoo. Now, you've got to admit, when it comes to exploring Thailand in style, it doesn't get much better than this.
Then it was time to pull up anchor and head for home. I'd caught a few fish and had seen some of the loveliest islands in Thailand's Andaman Sea. What better expression than Wahoo to sum up a great adventure?